Good evening and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. How is everybody tonight? I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good week and you're all ready for the weekend. Good evening, Sarah. I can see you're all set and ready. Right then, so what game shall we be playing this evening? We are, of course, returning to Redview to play Chronicles of Crime. Welcome to Redview from Lucky Duck Games. Let's read a little bit of text here. Redview. It's always been a small and seemingly quiet American town. But it's a hot summer in 1985, and weird things have started to happen. You and your friends want to understand what's going on. You call yourselves the Redview Mystery Gang, and it won't be a lazy summer for you, young detectives. So then, yes, we're going to solve a mystery in the small, quiet town of Redview. Having played this once before, we know that things are not always what they seem. So we're looking forward to this. Going to be a lot of fun. Shall we bring you on in on the mic, Sarah? Are you all set and ready? And good evening, Roger. Welcome. You're as ready as you can ever be. All right, let's bring you on in then. Hello, Sarah.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Happy Friday.
Oh, thank you, and to you too. I didn't know that was a thing, but hey, why not? Let's make it happen.
Telling everybody have a happy day is a thing, I guess.
Well, this is true. And hello to Ruth on YouTube. Welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by this evening. Hope you're good. It's very strange to see a different name there. Okay, so yes, we're going to have a play of Chronicles of Crime. Welcome to Redview. I've gone for the same characters. Let's take us to the table. So we have everything set up. And I thought that the characters we chose last time are as good as any, aren't they, for the types of things that we think we might face. So Sarah, you can play Sarah, conveniently.
Okay.
And I will play Alex. So the difference with this particular expansion to Chronicles of Crime is that it adds a sort of role-playing element. So during the course of the game, we will have possible tests, and we just have to roll some dice and see if our ability in that certain area we manage to roll sufficient. We do have some energy bars, which if we get a lousy roll, we can use our energy bar to do a re-roll. But of course, we've only got a certain number. Though those energy bars get refreshed when it starts a new day, and sometimes our adventure may extend over into a second day. But of course, we're playing a bunch of kids, and we have a very strict curfew at 10 o'clock in the evening. We can stay out later, but hey, we're going to get our parents a little bit worried. So maybe we need to head back home and continue our adventure the following morning. Okay, so that's kind of the setup. Let's move this out of the way. Now, I do need to do the technical bit, so give me one moment. Because, of course, this game uses an app to control the story and to log the clues that we discover as we play. Okay, so all being well, this should work. Let's see. Nope. Because I've not done the most vital bit. Typical. Hang on a second. See, it's me and technology.
While you're doing that, I will say hello, Law Nora and Amberden and Roger. Hello.
Well, we have Augie following on YouTube.
Hello, Augie.
Come on. I need it to work. I tested everything. See, of course, if you were just playing this normally, it would be on the phone and everything would work. But because I have to stream the phone as well, sometimes we get problems.
Our detectiving will have improved since last time, and we'll have it solved even before curfew this time.
Oh, well, let's hope so, yeah.
I mean, last time it was pretty good. We figured it out without knowing what we needed to figure it out. We got lucky. But was it a 96 I think we got? We need to beat our 96 out of 100.
It was quite an amazing score for us.
It was. It was really good. What are you talking about, Amberden? I'm always nice and polite. I had ice cream before stream. Maybe that's why. Ice cream with some chocolate syrup drizzled over it. Mmm.
Okay, I'm having to restart the phone, but we should play some nice sort of elevator waiting music.
Sorry, I'm just telling everybody about my ice cream.
Oh, we'll carry on. Yes, we're all enthralled.
Yeah, that was it. It was just vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup. It wasn't fancy. However, I did get some coffee ice cream that we think will pair nicely with a sticky toffee pudding. Because there's nothing like a nice warm sticky toffee pudding with some ice cream. No, Roger. And I even sat on the couch and went, oh man, I didn't get sprinkles. Yes, I didn't get sprinkles.
Okay, let's see if this works. Come on. Everything was working perfectly fine before.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just saying it because it looked like Amberden did it, and I was hoping to do the real voice afterwards.
It's just
that character last time, right?
You played as Sarah. Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I remember because that way the stats were pretty evenly spread out.
That was what my thought was. That yes, these seem to be the ideal two, don't they?
And you played the androgynous Alex, who I have yet to figure out is a male or female, but they're pretty either way.
I think we're good. That took a while.
Probably Amberden, because this is a family-friendly game, which, disclaimer to family-friendly people out there, I may slip up and I apologize ahead of time.
That is a possibility, isn't it? Let's be honest. But
I am part of my job now is embroidering the bad words, so it's a constant thing in my life.
all right. Is it
I'll
going to
try
work?
my best.
Is it going to work? Here we go. Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
Yay! There we go. Fantastic. Okay, here we go then. So yes, we are at our treehouse HQ. Halloween is only days away, yet this year the festivities promise to be very different. Many townspeople, including your parents, are suffering from a strange disease which puts them into a deep sleep. Observers have come to try and find a cure, and the town is nearly at a standstill. You don't have a class today because of a lack of teachers, but you're going to take part in a visit to the town's museum, which is location E. Can you remember that for me?
E.
E. Your science teacher, Miss Mackenzie, we're getting her name right this time, is waiting for you there. She's one of the few people who don't seem to be affected by the strange illness that struck town. So, Miss Mackenzie, number 3. We just get these together, and it's location E.
So let me get this straight. They're like, oh, we're having a teacher's day. Kids don't have to come to school today. But we've decided, like, as a class that, hey, let's all go to the museum together. We are amazing students.
We are the best students that this town
Does this
has.
make us all guilty? Yes.
but straight away. So we're in a situation in the 80s where everyone's being struck down by a mysterious disease, and all the kids are off school. Sounds very, very familiar to the 2020s to me. All right, so there we go.
There's a strange disease going around. Let's go to the museum, guys. Aha! What a great idea. Aha!
So,
like, what?
wrong one.
Oh.
Wrong one. There we go.
Surprise crafting. Oh.
No, it was just wrong screen. Press the wrong button. Okay, so we have Miss Mackenzie at the museum. I guess the first thing we need to do is probably ask her some questions, isn't it? Yeah. So we use the app, and we basically just come on over, and we scan the QR code.
And to clarify, we do not have a dog this time, right?
There is no dog. There is no dog.
Okay, fine.
It's saying that she's not present. How come she's not present? It was E and number 3. Okay, let's... Oh, hang on a second. I think we've actually got to go to the location.
Oh, yeah, we have to go to E first, because we're at headquarters.
There we go. Yes.
We're in our treehouse, guys.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Redview's museum is located down a side street just off Main Street. It's a former blacksmith workshop that was turned into a museum. Your teacher, Pamela Mackenzie, is there, in the company of the museum's curator, Regine Peterson, number 27. You also notice the presence of the sheriff, which is number 1. Gosh, everybody's at this museum.
Can I please give a shout out to chat?
Of course.
Because Roger hit it with the, hey, you guys are still at home. You need to go to the museum advice. And we're just like, yeah, let's do it. Oh, no, she's not there. And like chat's like, hey, guys, we got to go there first.
See, chat knows what's going on straight away.
This is why we need y'all here.
Yes. When we make, mess ups, chat, you tell us. You absolutely jump on in. All right. So then, we are now at the museum, and we have 3 people there. Who shall we talk to first? Should we talk to the teacher? Do we talk to the museum curator? Or do we talk to the sheriff?
I would say we talk to the teacher first. That way she knows we're there, and we have potential for getting extra credit.
Well, you're obviously the good person at school. So here we go.
Front row kid.
Yeah,
Front row kid.
Let's talk to the teacher. All right. Are you ready for your first voiceover? Here we go.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, hold on. Who is she gonna be today? Hi, kids. You're the first ones this morning, but I don't expect many people to come today. Many other students are sick or are confined to their homes by their parents. Crowd, audience, live audience. Boo, parents. There's a minor setback. It seems someone broke into the museum during the night. The sheriff is currently checking with Mrs. Peterson if anything's been stolen. Ooh, live audience members say. You can take a look, but please don't touch anything.
I do like how all the adults in this town are so trusting of us as
Right?
the gang. They love us.
I got it with the lost dog and helping with that. But helping with a museum break-in, I mean, I guess we did prove ourselves that well with the whole dog situation.
we are teenage CSI, aren't we?
Yeah, and I feel that since it's the 80s, this would be filmed in front of a live studio audience. Just saying.
Well, having been watching WandaVision for the past couple of weeks, yes, absolutely. So, chat, do feel free to make noises with text. Okay.
I have not seen that yet, but I want to.
Oh, it's very good. It's very good.
I don't have Disney Plus, so.
Oh, you'll have to go and get that. But it's well worth it. Definitely worth it. Okay, so Ms. Mackenzie, we've talked to her. We could talk to the curator. We could talk to the sheriff. Maybe the sheriff is the next person to talk to. Since we have a good relationship with the sheriff, don't we?
The museum curator first. That way the sheriff doesn't shush us up or something.
The sheriff's not going to shush us up. We're her favourite team. We wouldn't have found her dog for her.
That's true.
All right, so... Well,
okay.
we can ask Miss Mackenzie some questions. Should we do that first? We can obviously ask her about the curator and the sheriff and the museum, potentially.
I was wondering the same thing as Amberden. Can we not look around first?
Okay, if I say goodbye
to find clues, and then we'd have things to ask them, versus let's ask them 20 hours worth of questions.
Indeed, you are quite right, you see. So we can do the search the scene. So, okay, let's press the button there. And let's press... So here we go, guys. Everybody be looking out for all items of interest. You know how this goes.
My favorite part, you guys. It's time to yell at monkey. Look up! Your other up!
It is a monkey holding the phone here. Do not have high expectations. All right, here we go.
I had to quickly eat my love hearts, so that way. Okay. I mean, decor. Okay, broken. Ooh, what's at our feet?
Ooh, feet.
The other feet.
The other feet. Is it?
Okay. Look up on the floors everywhere else. Do we see any blood or anything?
Is that broken glass? Looks like broken glass to me.
Oh, wait. Go up again and slightly to the right. Up and slightly to the right. The other right. Yeah. What's that written? Oh, no, that was already there. Okay, there's like some red writing on that wood.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Did we catch everything, or do we want to take a look at the scene again?
I mean, I think we can probably go through the list of things and say yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, you think so? Okay.
Yes, no, maybe so.
All right. Of course, we are playing against a timer. This particular mystery started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on day one. It is now 2:25. Okay, so let's go through this deck. So I'm going to give ourselves a little bit of room. Have I got the wrong cards? Oh, no, should put that there. I'm going to move these out of the way. Put the dice up here. All right, so here we go. Yes, just shout out which particular category we want to take a look at with a little bit more detail. So, vehicles, cords and restraining devices,
No.
footprints and traces,
Maybe. I didn't see any, but maybe.
food,
No.
blood and organs,
No.
papers.
Yes.
I saw some papers. Signs and symbols,
Probably.
probably. Office materials.
No. What do you think on that one? There
I
wasn't
didn't-
so many office materials,
No.
was there?
No. Clothes,
No.
decoration items.
Yes.
Yes. Plants.
I don't remember seeing any plants.
No. Animals.
I mean, we did see like skeleton bones, but I don't know if that counts.
We'll put it on just in case. Photos and cameras.
No.
No. Bottles.
Yes.
Medicine and drugs.
I don't think so.
No. Gardening tools.
I wouldn't think so.
No. Jewelry.
Maybe.
Okay. Melee weapons.
Yes. I mean, there
Fern-
were weapons.
There was hatchet, wasn't there? Yes. Furniture.
Yeah. I don't know. What is your call on that one?
No, I don't think so on that one. Firearms.
I didn't see any, but
Put it just
I don't
in case.
remember seeing any. Yeah.
Communication devices.
I mean, I did see a cell phone in there. I'm kidding.
Keys and locks.
We can maybe look at that.
Yeah. Computer devices. It's the 80s. No. So high-tech devices. What's high-tech in the 80s? A Walkman. So none of that. Tableware. No. Kitchen utensils. No. Sports items. No. Books and magazines. I didn't see anything
Maybe
like that.
put that in a maybe, but I don't think that I saw anything. Just papers.
Bedding. Didn't see any of that. DIY tools. No. Bags and fashion. I don't think I see anything like
I
that.
don't think so.
Games and toys? No.
No.
Toiletries and hygiene? No.
No.
Flammable objects?
No.
No. Trash?
No.
Liquids?
I mean, there was the bottle of alcohol, but I think that was just a bottle because museum.
Well,
So
we'll put it in there just in case. And then boxes and packages.
I don't really remember too many boxes.
No, I didn't either. So we've got a fair group here to go through. Let me just move that out of the way.
Yeah, but and that's what I was trying to think of, but I didn't know what brand the block cell phones would have been, or else I would have called it out.
It'd be earlier Nokia phones, I guess, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Or
I was actually
Motorola.
going to say a Nokia brick, but that tag went well through the 90s.
Yeah. Okay.
Nokias are going to be found 100 years from now, or 1,000 years from now, dug up, still working.
Yeah. So we scan.
Oh, don't do that one first.
Well, I have, and it's not relevant, so that's fine. We're just gonna.
Let's go through. Let's find the good stuff. Like the melee weapons, that was a good one because
Was
you're
that the good
wasting
one?
time checking all of them.
Oh, okay. Melee weapon. There we go. Ah, there were a couple of tomahawks here. Only one remains. The other one was probably stolen. We have a
Do we want to
clue.
hit the jewelry in case any jewelry was stolen?
Jewelry, okay.
Chat asks for jewelry, and chat is in this game as much as we are. So when they give suggestions, unless it's really bad, we're going to do them.
Here we go. Several pieces of Native American jewelry were displayed in this cabinet. Some of them are missing. We found another clue. We're well on the.
Yeah, I think the papers might be good next. Mm-hmm.
Papers? All right, let's try that. Oh my goodness, we are really going for it. Several black and white newspapers covers show life in Redview in the 1920s and 1930s. A guy named Tony Simons, nicknamed the Alchemist, is mentioned. And we have another clue. Hers. What's next? Amberden is saying signs. Let's find the signs. Where's the signs? Signs. There it is. See, this is a great feature to the game, isn't it? That this one, signs, is not relevant. So we'll take that one back.
Bottles?
Bottles, okay.
I don't think it will be, but just in case. We'll try the footprints and tracks just in case there's something, but I didn't see anything.
Nothing on the bottles and footprints and tracks. Again, not relevant. So every time we have a not relevant, we lose a little bit of time. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Don't want to look at liquids. Locks. Let's do the locks one.
Locks and keys.
The locks and keys.
Nope, not relevant.
I think that we're good unless we think decorated items, but I think we covered it with the other things.
Roger's asking, was there one for tools?
It was DIY tools. It was not like...
let's just quickly go through. DIY tools, yeah.
I think that would involve like scissors and hammers.
Gardening tools.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that stuff though.
Roger's saying that there was a crowbar. So are we thinking that would be possibly more under DIY tools? I would imagine it would be, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Let's give it a go. Oh,
ow.
Nice one, Roger.
Nice.
There we go. This display cabinet was broken with a crowbar, and there are pieces of glass spread all over the floor. Show this object to talk to the inhabitants about the robbery. You can read on the plate, Spellbook of the Witch of Redview. So we have an actual item. We go to the item deck. So DIY was a clue.
And then I think the locks and keys would be the last thing to check.
And we have the Spellbook of the Witch. And you want to try locks and keys? I tried locks and keys, and it was not relevant.
Okay. All right, then I think we can move on. What do you think?
Okay, I think so. Yes, I think we're good. So we'll take those up. That was a good investigative round there, team. Good stuff. Thank you to the chat for some good little spots there. All right, so Amber Hussein asked curator for links between the stolen items. All right, so let's go and talk to, was it Mrs. Peterson? Here we go. I'll let you do this one, Sarah.
Hear you! This noise is unbearable! Can't you hear this racket? She taps on her hearing aid, which doesn't seem to operate normally.
We need
to... Oh, sorry, I thought I was still yelling. No, I thought I was still yelling.
Well, we need to find a way to help her with her hearing aid. How on earth are we going to do that? Oh, here we go. So now, let's just go back. Now we have a role-playing element. We can extract information by force, or we can look for what's in the way. What should we do with Mrs. Peterson? Should we get her to talk to us by force?
Yeah, can't we just ask her to turn it on and off again?
I think we possibly have to do the intelligence test of looking for what's in the way. I think that possibly...
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, boring, isn't it? Something seems to be interfering with Regine Peterson's hearing aid. If you observe the places where she is most disturbed, you might find the source of that interference, but it may take some time. So we need to do a test. And I've just got to remind myself how tests happen. It's quite simple. Okay. We roll. So here we go. So a result of 5 or 6 means 1 success, and a result of 7 or more will mean 2 successes. So we roll 1 die per player, and we add the character's corresponding skill value to the result. So this is an intelligence test. Both of us have a +2. So all we need is a 3 or more on our dice rolls. And as far as successes, we need to have number of successes equal to the number of players. So we need to have 2 successes.
Okay.
All right, so 2 dices, 3 or more on both of these, 4 or more, and we've done it. Here we go. Well, there we go. So we have a 5, which is 7 or more now, and that being the case, we have succeeded. So we just click on success.
7 or...
So, hot, cold, hot.
Okay.
You force Regine to walk around the museum and end up finding the source of the interference behind an air vent.
A raccoon!
It looks like some sort of metallic sphere. Number 31. With what may be a camera lens. As you remove it from its hiding place, you must have triggered something, because Regine Peterson is not disturbed anymore. Alright, we have a clue. There we are. Strange circular device. Okay, so we could examine the device. We could talk to her a little bit more. What should we do?
Examine the device?
Yeah, all right. We're not even involving the grown-ups. We are just, we're doing our own thing.
You're leaving investigation to children. I think that they've lost our trust a long time ago.
Okay. This device is the size of an apple and looks like some sort of eye made of metal, electrical wiring, and printed circuits. A camera lens is set in the top. You hear that the sheriff's coughing fits are getting worse. When you turn your head to her, you notice that she's lost consciousness and blood is coming out of her nose. Event.
Oh.
We really should have talked to the sheriff. The sheriff regains consciousness a few minutes later. She speaks to you in a weak voice. I won't be able to go on. Redview's disease. It's got me. I have to go to the hospital. It's location H.
I turn to Alex and say, well, we're in a lawless town now. Let's go home.
So we're going to put the sheriff into the hospital. Okay. I'm counting on you to find the book. I know you can do it. You are the only ones who can. Everything happens for a reason in this town. After those mysterious words, she walks out of the museum with difficulty. Right. Well, we've actually already found the book, haven't we? So, should we look at the book?
I mean, I would think maybe we should.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's look at the book. All right, here we go. Do you want to read this one?
Oh, okay. The item was displayed in one of the broken cabinets. It seems it belonged to Amelia Ostaker, a woman who was accused of witchcraft and burned at the stake in 1703. She was called the Witch of Redview. Is this card number 26, or?
It's 26. I'm just finding it. There it is. So.
Oh, we need to ask people about this witch.
The witch. And how do you know she's a witch? Okay, so we have found a clue. This is the witch. There we go. Right.
Wait a minute. That's not the witch. That's the monster from last time.
From last week's episode.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what shall we do? We've read the book. We've looked at the mechanical device. We could scan the witch, or we can talk to the curator.
Yeah, let's ask her about the witch.
Ask her about. Well, let's see what she has to say. So let's scan her. There we go. Over to you.
Thank you, kids. Without you, I was going to get crazy with that noise. So you're the survivors, the only ones who are not sick, while all your friends are taking it easy in bed. And here you're stuck with an old lady and ornaments in a dusty museum that's just been robbed. Yeah, it's not adding up, is it, lady? The thieves didn't steal everything. There are still plenty of things to see. Oh, chat. Dying equals taking it easy in bed. You know what? We won't be too bored. The past can be fun.
Oh, great.
Yeah, she's very optimistic. She is very optimistic. There is a disease murdering people, and she's like, no, they're just at home watching Judge Judy. I don't know what you watched during the day in the 80s, but
Shall we? What should we do? Should we ask her
they're
about?
They're just home watching Murder, She Wrote.
That's where we should be. This is where we get all of our insight.
Our skills, yeah.
Our skills, yes. So, shall we talk to her about the book, about the witch, or about the mechanical device? The witch. All right, here we go.
The witch.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Did you ever wonder where our pumpkin pie festival came from? A few days before Halloween? It all comes from Amelia Ostaker, better known as the Witch of Redview. Legend has it that she lived just outside of town at the very beginning of the 18th century. She was some kind of healer who treated locals with potions and other magic cures. I'm making very strange faces in my living room right now. There may be arm movements and leaning happening. She had been married to a local trapper who disappeared into the forest. Turns out he was killed by a bear and left her alone with 2 young children, a boy and a girl. In the winter of 1703, the son of the mayor became seriously ill. The mayor went to Amelia for help, but she didn't manage to cure the child. In his grief, the mayor ensured Amelia was found guilty of witchcraft. Well, no, I don't think the bear got her pregnant. I think he got her pregnant and then the bear killed him. Because he was jealous that he got her pregnant. Okay. She managed to escape, but her son didn't. The boy was killed under suspicious circumstances. A few days later, several inhabitants of Redview became sick and sank into a magic sleep. Live audience. The witch had retaliated by poisoning the pumpkins. She was caught and executed, but a dozen townspeople who helped kill her son never woke up. Audience again. Oh.
Nice one, Amberden. Yogi Bear stealing more of them picnic baskets. All right,
Hey,
so...
boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. I got the witch's husband, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo.
So we've asked her
can
about
eat
the
him.
witch. Shall we ask her about the book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep going because she's a font of knowledge. Let's.
It does seem that way.
And we are bored during this pandemic.
This is the spell book the Witch of Redview supposedly used. That's where she got her magic incantations and the recipes to make her potions. Even though I don't believe in witchcraft, this book is fascinating. It was written in an unknown language. Then how do you know it's fascinating? Anyway, sorry. Several experts have examined it, and not one understood it. According to them, it was likely some sort of very elaborate code. The book was found where the witch lived. Well, Miss Peterson, it would make sense that her book would be in her home. Anyways, rumor has it that she had some kind of den, a laboratory.
It's not a lavatory.
A laboratory where she prepared her potions. It's never been found. I know that our mayor, Abraham Wells, was fascinated by that book. He used to spend his evenings trying to decipher it to no avail.
Okay, so we have the mayor. We'll just place him here because he's somebody who's been mentioned, but we don't know where the mayor is. Not at the moment. Right. Should we ask her about the mechanical device? I'm not sure she's going to know.
Or should we
it.
ask her about the mayor so maybe we can find out where he is?
Oh, good call. Good call. Let's do that.
We got to think of the time-saving stuff.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Known Abraham since the first day he set foot in Redview after getting off a bus. It was at the beginning of the 50s. He did plenty of odd jobs and made good investments. Within a few years, he had made a fortune and was elected mayor of the town. He's a bit cold at first, but he watches over the people of Redview as if they were his children. We haven't been on the best of terms the last few months. He thinks the museum costs the town too much, and he's considering closing it soon. This will force me to go to the town hall and plead my case. He is still mad that I turned him down for a milkshake date last week.
Okay, so we have the town hall. I think we could assume that he might be there. Let's put him in the town hall just in case.
I'm keeping it family friendly, you see.
Yes, you are. Right. Is there anything else we want to ask this wonderful curator?
Well, chat, anything?
We've asked about the main things we found, but of course we had the hatchet and the jewelry.
Yeah, have we asked her about the science thing we found?
Oh, we haven't asked her about that, but we kind of figured that she probably wouldn't know anything about it, given that it was causing her hearing aid issue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, do we want to ask her about anything else? Or should we ask the teacher? Should we even converse with our teacher?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe we could ask the teacher about the science thing, and then that way it gets her instantly sick as well. Oh, we have people rating.
Oh. Hang on a second. Hang on.
You can do it.
Unfortunately, I missed who raided, but welcome everybody.
M-Prime, E-M-P-R-Y-M-E. I'm guessing is M-Prime.
M-Prime, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. And welcome to everybody who's come along with you.
Hello.
We're just in the middle of playing Chronicles of Crime. Welcome to Redview. This is
we're not in the middle. We're at the beginning.
We're at the very beginning. Yes, yeah. We've just found that everybody in our sleepy town in America during the 1980s have all sort of fallen under an illness, and most of our colleagues, school friends, are all sat at home in bed. The sheriff has just come down with the disease, and she's had to go to the hospital, and we are uncovering a mystery in the town's museum, which had a break-in last night where items have been stolen, and we have found a book that leads back to the Witch of Redview. That's pretty much everything, isn't it? I think I've got it all. So, what shall we do? Do we talk to the teacher now? Have we had enough of talking to the curator?
And Prime, when the butler shows up, believe you me, we will blame.
we haven't met a butler yet, but we would be there on that one. No problem.
There's time.
There's time. Yes.
And we do, so for the new folks who joined, we do encourage you guys to watch and play along and say, no, go talk to this person. We do need that assistance.
Yeah, we do not claim to be experts at this game or any game for that matter. So if you see something, tell us.
We maybe ask the teacher about the witch, because maybe she's from a different era. Maybe she would have found out something different. And then if anything, ask her about the mayor.
Okay, well, here we go then. Finally, we get to talk to an adult.
So, did you manage to take a look at the museum? I'll stay here to help Regine for a few days. If you have any questions, don't hesitate.
All right, so we're going to ask her about the witch. Let's do that first.
Yes.
There you go.
The witch.
The witch?
Everybody knows about the legend of a witch in Redview. I don't think you should give it too much credit. The witch in question was probably just a good healer. people have always been scared of what they don't understand. The legend is just a distortion of the truth and a confirmation that ignorance should be fought.
Okay. Shall we
Let's
ask
ask
her?
her about the mayor.
The mayor. All right, let's scan the mayor.
Yeah. And then we could ask her about the science ball after that and see if
I-
she mysteriously goes ill.
Yes, the newly renamed the Science Ball. Yes, I think we
Yeah.
absolutely should.
Mr. Wells, he's almost part of the landscape. Okay. He's been the mayor of the town for almost 30 years. No one bothers running against him anymore, and everyone appreciates him. I just got this image of just like this lump in a hill in the town, and it's him because he's now part of like the landscape or whatever she said. So it's just like, yeah, that limp on the hill. That's our mayor. He's always been very modern. He made tireless efforts to modernize the town, like the town hall renovation. He even convinced technology companies to come to Redview. Uh-oh, he's sounding shady. He knows about the science ball.
He does, doesn't he? Oh, here we go.
The Millennium Project, which is under construction just outside the city, will allow us to manufacture computers in
What?
Redview. Isn't that amazing?
We've got the Science Ball. All right, so what we're going to have to do then is we're going to have to give ourselves a little bit of room. We're going to move the characters off screen.
These kids don't even know the trails of Oregon they will be going on.
Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness. So here we go. We have the construction site. Let's put that all the way
Roger
up here.
said we should maybe ask somebody about the crowbar.
Right.
Science!
Okay. Science! Do we want to ask her about the science ball?
M Prime, if it helps, I did waggle my finger in the air when I said that. Yeah, sure, let's ask her about the science ball.
All right, here we go.
I don't know exactly what it is. With its shape, the lens, it could be some kind of camera. But I don't see any recording device to store the images. The interference with Regine's hearing aid seems to show that this thing emitted or received a signal. Maybe the guy from the Mat Cave could help you with this more than I could. Oh, Mat Cave!
Mat Cave.
Is that the arcade?
It is. He is the town's resident geeky comic book games loving geek.
M Prime said that they played the intro to this.
Right. Okay. So you're familiar with the game then?
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Hopefully, obviously, spoilers, because we're discovering things as we play. So if you have not played this mission or this mystery and you wanted to sort of save it, then maybe don't watch, which is unusual for me to ask people. Don't come to the channel. Don't watch. But
stick around. We're not going to do anything the proper way, anyways.
Yeah. We're gonna mess this up. So don't worry about it. Don't follow our lead. We don't know what we're doing. Right. So we have.
Kidding me.
So we have the Mat Cave. We have a construction site. Do we want to decide? Are we going somewhere else? What do you think we should do?
Well, I think that the mayor knows a lot more than what people know he knows.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like maybe we don't know enough yet to go talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I don't want to waste time for them to be like, "Oh, kids, raw."
It's already 4:10. So
right. Whereas maybe we could go to the Mat Cave and maybe see what the crazy arcade guy might have to tell us.
I'm with you on that one. I think
we got another go to arcade.
Yeah.
Oh, Amberden says maybe the construction site.
But what would we do at the construction site?
Yeah, but I feel like we don't know enough information yet to do that. I think that we should maybe go to the arcade and see if
Uh,
we can get some more info.
yeah, because he can at least look at the science ball. So yeah, I agree
And
with that.
we're all waiting for your great Californian accent.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. so we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the Mat Cave. All right. Over we go.
Matt Cave.
All right. Here we go. With the disease striking Redview, the Mat Cave is particularly quiet. Only the occasional beep from the arcade games breaks the silence in the shop. The Mat is at the counter. I love how he calls himself the Mat.
The
it's
Mat?
Like, it's like the dude. The dude. There he is. There's the Mat. So, shall we just introduce ourselves? I think
Yeah, let's go talk to the Mat.
the Mat, who clearly is a dude, but is going to sound very British. Well, almost the entire mystery gang. Let me guess, you're investigating the robbery at the museum. Yeah, news travels fast in this town. How?
Yeah,
everyone's in bed.
Seems like you know a bit too much already.
Right, let's just ask straight away. Here we go, Matt. The Mat, go and look at this science ball.
Science.
But what? Crazy? What's that thing? Let me have a look. He manipulates the device for a few minutes. It's a remote camera, no doubt about it. I've read about these. Spies use them. But they are much more massive than this. It's incredible because it's made with common electronic parts. The design is amazing. If I'm not mistaken, it must also be able to transmit to a receiver somewhere close by. In theory, it should be possible to find out where. I would need to make some kind of detector.
Get to making.
Give me some time. I'll see what I can do. We should be able to find out who's spying on us. I hope it's not the KBG. Excellent. All right. So.
Cat's on it, by the way. Lawnor's on it with the jokes.
Oh, no. This is all family friendly. So, should we ask the Mat while he's at it, doing some fondling of the science ball, about the book or about the witch or about the mayor?
Yes. Let's ask about the book and the witch and the mayor.
Oh, let's do the whole lot. So let's do the book first. Let's see. Okay.
Well, depending on what he says about the book.
Well, here we go.
Yeah.
That damn book really did my head in. That's kind of my thing. When I see a riddle, I want to solve it. And that book is like an American version of the Voynich manuscript. Does anybody in chat know what the Voynich manuscript is? The Voynich manuscript. Here we go. It's an old European book that no one's ever managed to decipher. I'm convinced it's a math cipher, just like the witch's book. With enough computing power, we could crunch the data from the books and get some answers. That might take the fun out of it, though. And it still wouldn't solve another riddle. Why a woman who cures everyone would curse an entire town.
Kid, dude!
Well, she was a bit annoyed. Okay, so
she wasn't annoyed that they killed her kid. Oh, my life is mildly inconvenienced because somebody killed my child. Oh, no.
After studying her book, I tried to learn more about the so-called witch. To begin with, she was more like the town healer or doctor. She married a local lumberjack and had 2 children. We don't really know much about her before that, but she was an excellent healer. She had remedies for everything: chicken pox, I can't say it. Tuberculosis, and even managed to restart someone whose heart had stopped. As you can imagine, that didn't sit too well with the local preacher. The preacher used his pulpit to turn the town against her. It's a good thing her family lived outside of town, and they could avoid people if they wanted. Things got worse when her husband was killed by a bear. That's when the bullying took a way more sinister tone, and one of her children was killed. She served her notorious poisoned pumpkin pie at the wake. The symptoms from the poisoned pumpkin pie were coughing, blood, and coma-like sleep. In other words, exactly what's happening in the town right now. Someone found the recipe for her curse. Oh. Okay.
So I think that the mayor is trying to update the technology in the town and get those computers made there so he can get a computer to decode the book. Just throwing that out there.
You think, yes, he's got an ulterior motive, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And maybe...
He doesn't just want to bring jobs to the town of Redview.
No, maybe the construction site, maybe they uncovered the witch's den.
Oh.
What? Yeah?
Now I don't even care about the mayor and I want to go to the construction site.
But we've got nothing.
Until we go there. Or I guess we have to go talk to the mayor and find out about the site. Or do we talk to Matt about the site?
Let's talk to Matt about the site.
He knew about the break-in. He knew about the break-in and it wasn't even there, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, ask him about the site.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to move to it. We wanted to ask him. No, so he cannot talk about the site. No.
Oh.
That does not work.
Okay. All right.
Lorna's suggesting it's a cabin in the woods. There's an ancient spell book, so it's got to be cabin in the woods. Shall we... I'm going to just ask him about this device just to see if there's a time limit. So here we go. Yeah, I haven't finished working on the detector. It's more complicated than I thought, but trust me, it's going to work. So we have to come back to him later on. So we could...
Doesn't he know that we have a bedtime in this crazy time?
Well, who's going to be well enough to enforce it? Let's be honest. Should we go to the mayor then? I think that's kind of where...
I'd say go to the mayor. Just go to the dig site and look around.
You want to go to the dig site?
And
all right.
Would we be able to go and look, do you think?
I think we can. So here we go.
Well, Roker votes dig site.
Let's go. All right, here we go. In the middle of the forest, the town has set up a major construction site for its future business park. It looks like no progress is being made. Sam Cage and Troy Scudder are here. So we need 10 and 15.
We need to look around before we talk to them.
All right.
If it lets us investigate, we have to investigate.
It does not.
Oh, no.
So we do need to talk to Troy and Sam. Oh, okay. Two interesting characters. All right, here we go.
I say we talk to the guy on the right first.
So that would be Troy. Was it Troy? That would be Sam, actually.
Yeah.
Should we do that? Let's talk to Sam first. All right.
Oh, he knows something.
Oh, actually, it's Troy. I do apologize.
Okay.
Troy Howling Owl Scudder. So... this isn't a place for kids. What do you want from me?
Ask about the book.
Asking about the book?
Or the witch.
Well, what are we going to do? Witch or book first?
Witch.
Oh, no, but hang on. Roger Ask him about the tomahawks, the hatchet.
Ah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Melee
Good
weapon,
call.
go.
Yeah, doing it. What a bunch of misfits. It's not like I didn't tell them that those tomahawks would be safer with me. What? Only one is missing. Who would be stupid enough not to take the other one?
Like that.
Right. So he obviously wanted them, but he doesn't seem to be involved.
The jewelry.
The jewelry? Yes. Let's carry on. Yes. The thieves took the jewelry as well? I don't understand. No one would buy it. I told Regine several times those pieces were incorrectly classified and came from several different time periods and tribes. I mean, a well-informed collector might buy them, but it would have to be someone highly knowledgeable to sort them out and figure out which ones were worth anything. That jewelry has more sentimental than historical value.
You know, we have a town mayor who likes to do investing. Maybe an investment went wrong and he had to make some quick money.
We haven't.
Because he needs those computers.
Yeah. Let's do the papers. Oh, here we go. The thieves took the jewelry as well. Oh, hang on a second.
You did that one.
Yeah, but I've just scanned papers.
No, you scanned jewelry. We all watched you do it.
Did I? Oh,
yeah.
Hang on. There's papers. Ah, there we go. Don't clip it.
Water plus from scale 75. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Move on.
Please stop kicking me, sir.
Yes,
I got kicked. Kobe's on your side.
Tony Simons, also known as the Alchemist. Yeah, I know this story. I heard it at the construction site not that long ago. Some guys were pretending they got their hands on a bottle of Simon's special liquor. Amberden spoke about the Alchemist, but we haven't seen anything about the Alchemist, have we?
Probably because we weren't asking people about the papers.
Yeah, this is true. So, do we want to ask him about the witch? See if he has any... The witch? Let's do it.
Witch.
A witch who took revenge on the settlers is someone I can appreciate. But seriously, the elders said she was a very good healer, and she wasn't like the other settlers. She was more respectful and lived outside of Redview, while she kept an eye on everything that was happening there. She even supposedly watched over the city with Abenaki. Is that Abenaki? With the Abenaki. According to the stories, she had real magical powers, and she cursed the city before she disappeared. The Abenakis, who lived nearby, were spared because she gave them a remedy to protect them. These are all just old stories. It's stuff you tell your kids to get them to eat their pie, and is as believable as Sasquatch or Champy. Champy, yeah? Take it with a grain of salt.
Okay. Science ball or the book? Or should no. Ask him about the mayor.
Ask him about the mayor, all right.
Yeah.
He's a rather good mayor from what people say. I don't vote and I wouldn't vote for him. He doesn't seem to want to rock the boat, and that's why he keeps getting re-elected. I don't like his business park project. Ripping out part of the forest so technology companies can ruin this town is against my principles, but I do have to eat. The mayor pretended to be generous when he found a job for me on the construction site. Actually, with the delays from the disease, the project is seriously short-handed. There's an issue with this production, with this development. All right, so do we ask him about anything else, about the science ball, or do we move on?
Can we ask him about the site? No, we can't, can we?
No, that doesn't work.
Okay. Let's talk to his buddy right quick.
All right, let's talk to his buddy. So this is Sam Cage. Hey you there, it's dangerous here, and you have no safety hat. You'd better get the hell out of here before I call your parents. He's no fun. What shall we ask him?
Let's ask him about the papers.
Papers, all right.
Yeah, why not? Or the tools.
Prohibition, that's old history. I don't see what I could tell you about it. That was before I was born. Yes, I heard something similar tonight.
Okay.
How about asking him about the mayor?
Yeah, let's ask him about the mayor, because he works,
Okay. Mr. Wells, he comes by every day. This business park is a project he's passionate about. He motivates us and does everything he can to create great working conditions. Yeah, perhaps I will find new ways to motivate them.
He's not very helpful, is he?
He's not. Well, considering that it's still mostly a construction yard and not not done anything.
All right. Should we maybe stop back by the arcade and see how his device is going?
So we're happy. We've asked those guys every question, yes? The chat?
I think so.
You're happy? Yeah, all right. So let's go back to the mat. Okay, and so the mat is at the counter. Let's talk to the mat. So, hey here, the young Sherlocks again. So how's it going with your how is your investigation going? Well, you should know because
how's your...
No, he hasn't finished. He's still working on it. I think we're going to have to go talk to the mayor.
The Matt, you're useless.
Yes, isn't he?
On to the mayor.
On to the mayor. All right. So, scan that. Okay. Aha. With its British-style architecture, the Town Hall of Redview is the oldest building in town. The mayor, Abraham Wells, works there and lives in the upper floors. Let's talk to the mayor. You asked to meet the mayor, but the town clerk tells you he's too busy and can't meet you. That's no good. So,
where's our intimidate button? Can we look around?
Well, here we go. We can use discretion and possibly sneak in. Or we can try and sweet talk. I think we have better results on our discretion. We got plus 2 on both of those. Yes, so I think we're better sneaky.
Let's go sneaking.
All right.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. And don't be suspicious. Sorry.
So you would need to get. So you would just need to be a bit discreet to get upstairs and see the mayor. So we need a 3 or more on dice. A 4 or more means we instantly succeed. Hey, there we go. We've done it.
We win. The game is over.
Not quite. Okay. You manage to move discreetly and slip into the mayor's office. He seems amused and motions for you to come on in. Hello, Mr. Mayor. Let's say hello.
Look, these kids just slithered into my office. Let me invite them in further.
That's it, yeah. But he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. come in, don't be shy. And in the future, just come directly to see me. It's not every day that the mystery gang visits me. Gosh, the mayor knows about the mystery gang. I've heard about your investigations. It's impressive for your young age. All right.
I hear you're outshining our sheriff's department. And the taxpayers don't even have to pay you.
Yeah. So, shall we? He did have an interest in the book. So, shall we ask him about that first?
Yeah, let's just ask him.
Let's just go straight in there.
Yeah.
That was the only interesting item in the museum, and of course it goes missing. I've always been fascinated by this book and the story of the witch. Scholars from around the world have tried to decipher it. I instructed that no copies were to be made, and no one should have access for too long. After all, we want to keep their interest going.
About the witch.
About the witch.
Or the tomahawk, maybe? I don't know.
We'll ask him everything. One of our most beautiful local legends. Of course, it's been embellished to be more terrifying, but there's actually a fair amount of truth in it. According to the church records, there was an Ostaker family in town. The husband reportedly died fairly young, and his wife and son died soon afterwards. What's more interesting is that there was a daughter who survived. When I looked for an Ostaker woman, I found the record of a marriage in 1711 between a woman named Charlotte Ostaker and a man named George Mackenzie. The same name as your science teacher. It was Mrs. Mackenzie, Ms. Mackenzie all along. Okay. Shall we ask him about the papers and the...
We're gonna ask him about the teacher now.
Oh, okay. Straight to the teacher. Here we go.
We didn't just find that bombshell to skip around it.
No. Let's do it. I really appreciate her as a teacher. If she continues down the path of science, a high school principal position will be waiting for her.
I my finger every time.
She really gets involved in the life of Redview. She even studied the town hall archives to know more about the history and the people of the town. She's the stuff that town councillors are made of. Oh, she's been studying old records. It's all becoming clear now. What about the science ball? Let's ask him about the science ball.
Yeah, ask him about the science ball.
You think there's a camera in my office? That's worrying. This is not an isolated case. 3 other devices have been found in town in recent months, and there is one in my office.
Oh, no.
I chose to pretend I hadn't noticed it. The design of those devices is very sophisticated. It seems to be filming and remotely transmitting. Where? No idea. Maybe Russia. In any case, keep this quiet. Right now, it's best if whomever planted the device doesn't know we've started finding them. Oh.
Well, too late now. I think it knows.
Okay, and so it is now an event. It is now dark in Redview, and some places are closed, but others are open. It's 7:00 in the evening.
Okay. Can I have 2 minutes very quickly?
Of course.
Here, I'll leave this here for everyone, and then I shall return quickly. Discuss, chat, what's happening, and theories. Go!
Go!
So, did you like what you saw here? Of course you did. Make sure to go click the link. Yeah, click that link. Click it. Click it so hard. Yes. Just like that. Yes.
So, you're suggesting, Lornor, that our young, investigative youths should be hitting the bars in the town right now. That's where we get the real information. I'm not quite sure we can do that. But what do we think? What do we think, chat? There's multiple things happening here all at once. Can we see the threads?
Okay, I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, I think that was quicker than I expected it to be.
Too much info.
I watered the neighbor's flowers from the last mystery gang.
Lorno saying you're not a real PI without a glass bottle of whiskey. Well, this is it. Maybe this is where we can merge this particular expansion with the noir expansion. So we can go from this and suddenly, yes, we can have whiskey and
as long as these children don't go to the Stay Well Hotel.
everything will be fine, yes. Right, so then there are multiple devices. Now, here we go. That's an interesting thing. If there's multiple devices dotted around town, maybe we can triangulate a location. Maybe that's how it works. Who knows? Who knows? Should we go and see the teacher now that we have interesting information?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, there's no hanging about on that. So let's go over back. Well, we have to go to the museum.
What's up, Miss Mackenzie?
So the museum is closed and empty for the night. The main entrance is blocked by police tape until the investigation is over. The alarms are most likely on. So we cannot get into the museum. So Miss Mackenzie, we do not know where she is now. Rogue is suggesting check on the sheriff at the hospital. I was going to say hotel.
I don't know if we want to go near germs, though, do we? Or do we want to check on Matt's status?
I think... Oh, yeah, you see, that's the thing. It's not as if Matt's going to ring us up, is he? But every time we go, he's not ready yet. I get the impression it's going to take a while.
Yeah, but now that we found a second one, maybe that's added information for him.
But we didn't take it with us, did we? We've left it in the office. Should we? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. So let's talk to the Matt. We're getting the same stuff. We're going to have to ask him about the device. Oh, here we go. So what did you get? Did you find something? No. Is that it? Well, we want
the science ball.
The science ball? No, he's just going around in circles.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not helping in that regard.
Do the mayor. Click on the mayor. Maybe we tell him about what we found at the mayor.
Oh yeah, good call.
By clicking on the mayor.
No, he's got nothing to say about that. So the mayor is no use. How about Miss Mackenzie? Because he was doing his like puzzles. Oh, here we go. She came.
Day Matt is working on it. Night Matt isn't. Day Matt. Oh, sorry.
Yes, yeah, I was literally just thinking that. Okay, she came to see me a few days ago and asked me if I knew anything about codes and encryption. I told her I was pretty good at it, but she didn't want to tell me any more. Oh.
Bye, Amberden.
Bye, Amberden.
Yeah, she's being shady.
She is. But we can't get to her now. She's blocked off from us, isn't she?
So should we just go to sleep and then start the next day because it's getting too close to our bedtime?
It is. It's 8 o'clock. We could do that, couldn't we? We've never done that.
Yeah, let's go to bed.
Let's go to bed
and start day 2.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, let's do it. So we go to the treehouse.
Night, Alex. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we don't die in this crazy world tonight.
So your HQ is actually a treehouse located on the edge of the forest. It's quite an adventure to climb up there, and you are the only ones who know how to get there without taking risks. So we will hit the button here and go to bed. You go home to bed, but Redview syndrome doesn't sleep, and the disease might have infected you today. Oh. Each one of you performs a normal body test. If you fail, you're sick, and you have 1 point penalty on all of your rolls until the end of this adventure. Oh no! Second day of investigation.
Yeah, this thing is trying to make it sound like, oh no, you're gonna die from this thing. But the repercussions of it is kind of like,
You just get to
oh
sit at home and
no,
watch TV.
yeah.
So here you go. Second day of investigation in Redview. The city looks empty. The sick are staying home or at hospital. A gloomy atmosphere hangs over the town, and the Halloween decorations are not helping. You recover the energy points you spent the previous day. Well, we didn't, so that's okay. All right. So we're good to go. You know, Redview in 1985 does sound a lot like, you know, the world 2020. Do we want to go straight to the mat then? It is now the next day. Hopefully.
I mean, yeah, let's see if Night Matt did anything.
Yeah. So, let's go here. And let's ask the mat. And science ball. No, he still is not ready for us.
Okay.
But so that being the case, we can go to the museum then, can't we?
I guess so.
Because the teacher, you know, she So let's go to the museum. So the museum is closed to the public following the robbery. Your teacher, Pamela Mackenzie, is helping the museum's curator, Regine Peterson, to clean up and put the exhibits in order. So, let's talk to Teach.
Bring up that information with her, though, that we found out.
So, she gives us the same dialogue. So, how do we ask her? Oh, she wanted to know about clues. So should we ask the teacher about the book?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think that's the... Okay, here you go. Over to you.
I asked the Mayor Wells several times for permission to study the spellbook. It turns out I have a personal connection with this witch legend, and I was wondering... The witch may be one of my ancestors, and there might be something about her in this book. I never found anything, but I could only study it for very short periods of time.
All right. How about asking her directly about the witch?
Okay.
There you go.
I may have a connection with that witch. Her name was Amelia Ostaker, and it turns out that there's a Mrs. Ostaker from Maine among my ancestors. I'm not sure we're related, but the coincidence is troubling. In my family, we've always been committed to science. For generations, most of us have been researchers, professors, and academics. I was told that one of my ancestors predicted that my family's prosperity would come from its interest in progress. In my opinion, it was mostly to motivate the Mackenzie kids.
Okay. Do we want to ask her about the science ball?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think she's already kind of explained all of this, hasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Yeah.
just directed us towards the Mat Cave. All right.
Should we ask her about the curator? Did she ever tell us about her?
Okay, let's do it. Oh, here we go.
Thank you for helping poor Regine. She may be a bit younger than her brother, Dr. Peterson. What? But
What?
she's still a true institution in town. Looks like we're going to the hospital, folks. She was a school teacher until she retired. She's even the one who taught me how to read at school. She knows I remember it fondly. I was 18 years old. She knows everything about the town's history, and quite naturally, she started taking care of the museum.
Okay.
Hospital, let's get sick. Yay, germs.
Yes. Lorna, we don't actually have the book. We're just aware of it. The book is the thing that is missing. So we can't...
It's kind of like the mat. We know it exists. But is it real? Can we touch it? We don't know yet.
Okay, so let's go to the hospital.
It's gonna be like stupid easy. We go to the hospital and it's like, here's everything revealed. I'm gonna be like, ah, man.
All right. You have never seen the town's hospital so busy. Some tents were set up to treat patients with Redview syndrome, including the sheriff and the poor doctor. Seems to be in over his head. So
What'd they do? Go get the local preschoolers to help out with that case?
There we go. So, what a happy doctor. All right, let's talk to Doc. There we go.
He likes to test out the pills, if you know what I'm saying.
Marty.
You started it now. You have to.
I can do his voice. I can do this one.
Do it.
Hi, kids. Did they come to see your parents? They're as well as possible. I hope you don't get sick.
You mean we went home and our parents weren't there?
We went to bed early.
the one time we've got credit and our parents weren't even there.
We went to the museum on a day off of school. We didn't even play arcades at the video game place. We went to bed early, and you're telling me this whole time our parents have been at the hospital? We could have been having a raging party at our house?
That's it.
Rude.
Keg party or whatever it is, isn't it?
Right.
Right. What shall we ask the doctor about? Dr. Phil Peterson. The witch, the book. Might as well. Let's just do the usual suspects.
Yeah, let's ask him about the book.
Okay, here we go.
Regine showed me this spellbook several times. It's unintelligible gibberish, but I recognize some of the drawings inside. They're medicinal plants, some from the areas and some from other places. In my opinion, this book belonged to an apothecary or a healer. I don't understand why it would be encrypted or coded. It doesn't make sense, Marty. It doesn't make sense.
But my name's not Marty, it's Alex. Okay, ask him about the witch. Okay.
The famous witch and her curse. I've heard the rumor for several weeks. Redview syndrome is identical to the curse she put on the town. The truth is much simpler than that. I think we're dealing with a local bug that struck the town 300 years ago, and it's active again.
Oh, because that dig site.
It may come from anything, a plant, an animal, or even an open container from that time, allowing the infection to spread again. I haven't found a
bottle. Sorry.
I haven't found a cure yet. With the help of the federal government, it's a matter of time. Those stories about witches are just that, stories and superstition. I'm a man of science, Marty. Science.
When we found clues earlier, Could we maybe do the liquid card, or is it too late?
We'd have to go back to the museum
Oh,
and search the scene again, I think. Because we're at the hospital at the moment.
because that triple X doohickey, like, oh, alcohol's in here. And with the papers, we could maybe ask the doctor about those papers as well.
Well, yes.
But if they went in and opened up that alcohol bottle, maybe the virus was inside of that.
Okay.
Oh, Tony Simons. That's ancient history. He was still mayor when I started my career here. Not a bad guy, as long as you agree with him. Shortly before his death, he was hospitalized here. He was not in his right mind anymore, and he told me that his magic elixir wasn't working and that his time had come. I've rarely seen an old man in such great shape, especially back then. He lived to the ripe old age of 93 without ever being sick, except at the end.
Huh?
I can't do his voice anymore. What about the science ball? Maybe he's seen a science ball in the hospital.
Yeah, let's ask him about the damn science ball. I'm thinking there's something more to like the liquid, and we're going after this.
Kids, I can't figure out my Walkman, so believe me when I say this, I have no idea what this is.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, sir. You were a big help.
He's the one character I can relate to. It's all good.
Do you know how to work the VCR? Seems to be stuck.
That's it, yeah.
Cannot rewind my VHS tapes.
He's got Betamax.
They tell me it's all the rage.
Right. So we've asked him about all the main things. We need to find this Tony Simons laboratory, don't we? That's where things are happening.
Think something is happening at that dig site? No, that bottle of liquid though. I don't know.
Do you want to go back to the museum while we can?
Yeah.
Let's go there because we can do the search the scene. All right. Okay, we got that. So if we search it, so here we go. So we can have another look. Everybody, keep an eye. They haven't done much cleaning, have they?
Going to the left. See right there the still. See it?
Yes.
The whiskey still? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yeah. I wanna find out about that. That's what I'm interested in.
So, what are we thinking? We said liquids, didn't we?
Yeah. We did alcohol, didn't we, last time? Or bottles? No, we did bottles and got nothing.
So, are we just trying liquids?
Yeah, unless
There.
there's like an alcohol card.
No, it's not relevant. Liquids is not relevant. I don't think there's an alcohol card, but... Oh, there's bottles. But I think we did that, didn't we?
Yeah, but we did bottles and it didn't say anything, so...
No. Not relevant on that one. What are we missing?
Don't. Yeah. What did the other cards say that we could be that we should maybe have counted it
Flammable.
as?
So we got gardening tools, decorative items, firearms, animals, locks and keys, footprints and traces, signs and symbols, books, boxes and packaging, trash, flammable objects is what Lorna's suggesting. Toiletries and hygiene, games and toys, bags and fashion, bedding, sports items, kitchen utensils, tableware, high-tech devices. Ooh, let's put that in there just in case. Computer devices, communication devices, furniture, medicine and drugs, photos and cameras, plants, clothes, office materials, blood and organs, food, cords and restraining devices, and vehicles. Did anybody see a circular? Well, actually, we found the round ball there, didn't we? So that's all. That was where we found it. So that doesn't count. So how about, so Lorna's suggesting flammable objects. Let's have a look. No. And I just thought medicine and drugs. No. I think we exhausted everything at the site. We can go back to the treehouse and ask for a clue. We'll lose a few points for it, but at this point, I feel like it feels somewhat we're up against a brick wall. But I mean, I think Roger's right. I think the dig site is where the virus came from. Yeah, I totally agree with that. But unless we go back to the Matt Cave and ask him again.
Faith in the Matt.
Yeah, let's go to the Matt Cave.
But let's ask him before.
Oh, yeah. Go to the Matt. Yeah, we're getting the same stuff. So what did you get? Did you find something? No.
I mean, the only person that we haven't talked to yet is the sheriff. But she's sick, so I don't know how helpful she'll be. But we can always ask her.
He's almost talking to us. He said, what did you find? Did you get something? It's as if... It sounds near enough as if he's given us something, but he hasn't. Let's go back to the hospital then and talk to the sheriff, because she's the only person we haven't spoken to. Scan. Okay. Talk to the sheriff. Alright. So the sheriff is lying on a stretcher between two rooms. There's no room anywhere else. She looks completely drowsy and fights to stay awake. Do you need any help? Yes, we do, Sheriff. Let's ask her about the papers. Because it's the alchemist we need to find, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look, her name is Simons, which of course, yeah, she's a relation. So, well, over to you.
Well, okay. I don't see how this is relevant for your investigation. My grandfather was no saint. Even if what they say about his alcohol trafficking is true, there's no trace of it left in town.
How do we get more info out of her? I mean, we could ask her about the witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the book, because I mean, really, we haven't asked her about anything.
That's true. Well, here you go then.
Every year there are 2 or 3 curious people who come from around the world to try and decipher this damn book. Probably just hogwash. But it's good for business. I'm assuming she's not feeling well.
No, she's quite
Okay.
ill.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of those people had ordered the theft. It's a pity no one kept the list of names. The mayor is well versed on the subject. He'll probably know more about it.
Okay. Let's ask about the witch. Oh, there we go. Not
The
much.
witch!
The witch.
Tell us about the witch! This doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay. Science ball. Oh, there you go. You've even got written coughs now.
I don't know if it has anything to do with it. We received an abnormally high number of complaints about TV or radio reception interferences over the past few months.
Okay. Right. Hey.
Ask her about Mackenzie?
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that. No, nothing good there. Ask about the mayor?
Yeah.
Nothing good there.
We can't ask them about places?
Okay, well, I'm going to try. No, it says you want to exit interrogation mode to move.
Okay, so maybe ask her about him.
Yes. But I think this guy's okay. Nothing on that one. And go to the other guy. Nothing on that. So no, it's everyone's
Curator.
Curator. Yeah, that's pretty much the. Nope. She has nothing to add. She is the worst sheriff ever.
She's definitely dying.
Well.
Oh, what about the tools? Let's ask her about the crowbar.
Crowbar, okay. Oh, there you go.
Museum was closed. Only an upper window was open. There's a difference between cough and coughing painfully.
The coughs are in bold as well, so yes, it warrants some proper coughing.
The person who managed to do that had to be a good climber, someone with agility.
Okay.
Aw, snap. Ask her about the melee and the jewelry, because now she's just getting attitude with us, and I don't feel like leaving her alone.
I'm trying to die here. You kids keep on asking me questions.
Sorry about the cough. My throat is burning with that damn disease. You got that jewelry appraised? At best, thief would just get a few $100s for it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, well, how about the melee weapons?
Yeah, let's keep you talking.
Thank you, Lawnor. Thank you. Did we asked her about the papers, right? Yeah.
Yes, because that's
Okay.
her relative.
Did we ask her about the science ball? Yes.
Yes, we did.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because of the interference.
Yes. So that's it.
Did we
done.
ask her about the doctor?
He's the one who's going to save my life, I hope.
Somebody has to be in good shape and can climb. Well, the one guy up there has like safety gear on, just saying.
He does, doesn't he? He does. But he was all defiant of that. He doesn't know anything about old witches and things like that.
Right. Do we need to go see if the mat is still being the crappy?
I think we'll go to the mat. We'll ask if he has anything relevant, and then failing that, we shall go to the tree house and You see, he says, so what did you get? Did you find something? It near enough sounds as if, we have a device, but he hasn't given us a device. Okay. Goodbye to him. Go to the treehouse. Ask for a clue. Right, so here we go. So we're going to do that. Asking for a hint will make you lose 10 points from your final score.
What's the other one?
It's we have to probably roll a test.
Then let's do the other one. I'd rather roll than lose 10 points.
Oh no, we're going to lose 10 points regardless.
Oh,
It's the type of.
well,
Yeah,
we failed, everyone. We're failures now.
We're not. We're going to. So let's take the hint. So the broken cabinet. Oh, what? Why was clue 13? Hang on a second. Oh, so the cabinet was furniture. We didn't check furniture. Allows
Darn
us to
it.
talk about the robbery. Maybe we should find someone who can tell us more about it.
Oh, gosh darn it.
So we got to go to the museum.
Oh, looks like we're gonna go talk to Coffee McCofferson again.
Yeah.
Or talk to the ladies at the museum about the,
Okay, so go to the museum. So once we're there, we can
We
just...
even had that discussion. Was any of that considered furniture?
Yeah, so furniture, scan that. The display cabinet seems to have been broken with a crowbar. Yes, we know that. Oh, is that it? It's not a clue, it's just telling us what we know. So we got the crowbar.
Hint.
And it did say that it would allow us to talk to some people about the break-in. So maybe we go. Hang on, we're going all the way around town.
While we're there, let's ask. No, don't go anywhere yet.
Okay.
Oh.
No, so I'm not going.
Yeah, because stay there. While we're there, ask the curator about the two things. Then
What two things?
the cabinet and the crowbar.
Okay.
If this is supposed to be some case-breaking hint that this game gave us.
Okay.
Oh, I'm the old lady.
Yes. There you go. Now.
I don't understand. When I arrived, everything was locked except for one upper window. I hadn't noticed the robbery until I saw the broken cabinet and missing items.
Okay.
Okay, so let's click on the cabinet.
The cabinet was not a clue for us.
Oh.
That's not. I mean, okay. Let's just do it just in case. Nope, means nothing. So all the furniture did. That clue basically led us to the crowbar, to which we already had. So that bit did not yield anything. Hum.
The mayor found the elixir that the previous mayor had been taken to be like super strong and like healthy for his age, and that's why he's the one that broke in and stole everything. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he's saying the mess seems to be coming over quite nice, but and he seemed to know about the listening devices. That's something sort of separate, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a deeper plot somewhere going on.
Is there like a list on that app that shows you all of the clues and cards that we have unlocked? Make sure that there's none that we forgot to grab.
No. Doesn't work like that. Pretty
Okay.
much, whenever it's revealed a clue, the clue cards have been put up onto the board.
Oh, yeah. Maybe ask the crew people about the crowbar.
Okay. Let's. So we go
Ask
back.
the guy on the right about the crowbar.
Go back to the
If
construction
it's his
site.
partners, he might be like, "Oh, that's my buddy Troy's."
All right. Let's talk to him and ask him about the crowbar.
Because they were like, "Oh, break into this place and get this for me, but while you're there, you can take whatever you want for yourself."
Oh, well, here we go. I know what you're thinking. It's what everyone is probably thinking. Sure, I had my reasons to be mad at the museum, and considering what's missing, I'm the ideal suspect. But I didn't do it. I spent most of the night at the Double B, playing cards with some guys from the construction site. Sam Cage or Gary will be able to confirm it. Oh, so we got the Double B.
Gary, who's Gary?
We don't know who Gary is, but Lorna
Aw,
did say last night we should be hanging around bars, and here we are. We have the Double B. So we absolutely should have been in the bar last night.
The Double B. So are they just like, "Yo, let's go to BB tonight"?
Ba-ba.
The BB.
Okay, so Sam or Gary will be able to confirm it. I think Gary might be.
Gary. This Gary sounds like an instant person of interest. He looks like it.
He might be the owner of the Double B. So should
That
we?
man? Oh.
So should we go and talk to Sam about the crowbar while we're here, and then before we go?
Yeah,
to
while
the
we're
Double B?
here, let's do it.
All right. So let's talk to Sam. So you again, asking so many questions. I'm beginning to wonder if the cops put you up to this. Yeah, we are the cops, mate. All right. Really?
An innocent person would say.
Really? The museum was robbed? No, I didn't do it. Robbery isn't my style, and I have no interest in old artifacts. And according to you, it happened during the night. I was playing poker with Howling Owl and Gary at the Double B at the time.
Gary.
Even if it's true that Gary lost all of his money extremely fast that night. Oh, Gary wasn't available.
Gary.
Shall we go to the bar? I think we just have to go to the bar, don't we? Let's go to the bar.
He lost all his money, so he grabbed that other stuff for a quick turnaround.
Oh. There we go. The Double B is closed during the day. There is a sign on the door, opens at 7 p.m. Lorna was so right. We needed to be at the bar. Healthy people only. However, you see Gary, who is cleaning the place. Yeah, Gary. Let's put Gary in the bar. Let's go and quiz Gary. I should have known. With all those people sick, you don't have school today, of course. Well, it's not a reason to hang out here. We'll talk about it in 10 years or so. Although, maybe you can make yourself useful. I have a pile of dishes to wash. Give me a hand to wash dishes, and maybe I'll answer your questions. You're here to grill me after all, aren't you? So, are we going to do the dishes, or are we going to provoke Gary? I feel that we are best suited just to do the dishes.
Do the dishes for now.
Do the dishes. All right. There's a ton of dishes piled up. It'll take forever to clean everything unless you speed things up. So, 3 or more. Boom, we got a 3 and a 3. So there we go, 2 successes. We're doing pretty good. Success. It's all about rhythm. 1 wet, 2 scrub, 3 rinse, 4 dry. Not even 15 minutes later, everything is clean. Gary seems to be particularly happy with the results. Take advantage of it. Let's ask. So, talk to Gary. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
What do we want to know? What are we asking him about, Sarah?
The museum.
What we remember, we can't. We got to talk to. We got to scan
The
something
tool.
here. The tool, the DIY tool. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that story about the robbery at the museum. You want to know what I think? The old woman who runs the joint did it for the insurance money. Other than the moose head, which is an impressive specimen, there was nothing worth stealing in her 2-bit museum. Hardly anyone ever visited, and the mayor was going to close it. The insurance money will buy her some time, and since she probably has her cut in the business, she'll pocket enough cash to retire well. A fitting end for a place that's basically Redview's gallery of horrors. Interesting take.
Let's ask him about that witch then.
Ask him about the witch. I've never stayed very long in the same place in my life. I've lived on 3 continents, in a dozen countries, in 24 towns and villages. And you want to know what those places had in common? There was always someone telling stories about a witch or a wizard or an angel or a yeti or something. And sure, there's a kernel of truth to it, but it ain't supernatural. You get down to it, and it's about greed, plain and simple. It's a family matter, some war between cousins or uncles or grandchildren over inheritance money or land or something.
Ask him about the mayor.
About the mayor, all right. He drops by from time to time when he's trolling for votes before an election. I never see him in my bar apart from that. Usually, see, he's been here several times over the last few weeks. He didn't stay for very long, but he wanted to talk to all the people who were here, their names and occupations. He's probably hitting the campaign trail early for his re-election. No, he's not. He's onto something. He's doing something.
Ask him about our construction buds.
Construction buds, yeah, well, we'll clarify.
Yeah, we were playing poker the other night, but so-and-so left early is what he's going to say.
He's become one of my best customers over the last few weeks. It must be said that the work days end early for the few guys left on the construction site. I think he's so bored that he even does odd jobs here and there. I wonder if that's not the reason why he fell out with his buddy David. Oh, whoa! We're getting all the gossip now. Where's David? There's David.
Dave.
There. Oh, it's Silent Bob. It's no David.
That's
it's Silent Bob.
awesome. It's definitely yes.
If you have questions for him, the best to take your chances on the construction site or come back here in the evening. All right, so Silent Bob is on the construction site until the evening when he plays some poker. All right, so let's talk about... Here we go. Whether he's Native American, Mexican, or Canadian, I don't care. He's a good customer, one hell of a poker player, and a stand-up guy who doesn't keep a tab and buys rounds more often than not. Oh, I like him. He should just stop raving about looking for his ancestors' treasures when he's had too much to drink. He's a boaster, but he's too honest to give it a shot anyway. So, anything else? Well, did we ask him about the book? Did we ask him about the science sphere?
I don't think that we actually talked to him about the book or the science ball.
Yeah. Do the book. Oh, here we go. Did you already go to the Silver Oak for dinner? Little Mary made the menu, and frankly, she smiles better than she writes. I never understood what they serve out there. The point is, say 300 years from now, some archaeologist gets his hands on the Silver Oak's cookbook. They wouldn't be able to understand a thing. They'd think it was written in code too. If you want my opinion, it's a chemistry book, and old Tony Simons figured out how to read it. That's how he became the alchemist, by deciphering a 300-year-old moonshine recipe.
Okay.
This Gary knows it all, doesn't he? He's the man.
Gary, where you been, bud?
We should have gone drinking last night. That's the thing.
I know it.
So here we go. Asking about a science ball. You found this. How about that? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. A few weeks ago, I found one just like it when I was doing inventory. It was hidden above the old sign I installed in the main room for decoration. I put it aside thinking I'd find out more about it, but it disappeared when I was asleep that night. I have no idea what it was and who it belonged to. The only thing I know is that considering where it was, that thing had a perfect view of everything in the Double B. Listen, kids, I like you, all right. This stuff is not good. I don't know if that's the KGB or what, but whatever it is, it's big and you're in over your heads. It's best to just forget about it before you get hurt, okay? Should we ask? I mean, Gary's just full of information. Should we just keep on asking?
Yeah.
Papers,
Will
jewelry?
you let him talk? Let that canary sing.
Okay. The museum's jewelry was as ancient as a roadside souvenir. For $10, I could literally get you the same piece. For $20, I'd find you something nicer, personally signed by the artist. All right. Let's do the papers. All right. When you spend your life behind a bar, eventually you're going to hear the legend of the alchemist. From what I heard, old Simons knew his stuff when it came to bootleg rotgut. Between you and me, I can experience it. Between you and me, I can experience it personally by tasting an old bottle. 07? Where's 07? From back then. There's no denying it. His little operation was explosive. That guy knew how to use a still. Right, so we got a clue. We found a clue. Old bottles. There you go. That's how we found. There's the bottles.
Well then. So now it's important when before it wasn't?
Yeah, so we've only got the melee weapons. That's a dumb thing to steal. Only Howling Owl would be interested in it. I personally bought a hatchet at the general store, and there's nothing better to cut firewood before winter. So we've pretty much asked him about every single clue on the board. We could ask him about Miss Mackenzie. She was asking questions, wasn't she?
Sure.
Nope, I have a good memory for cocktails, not names, so he knows nothing about her. Right, I'm just looking at the time. We're past 9 o'clock. So, should we wrap this up?
And solve the mystery, but we don't know the answer yet.
We don't know the answer, no. So, but we can have a go at answering the sort of final questions and see, because we've got our theories, haven't we? We just don't necessarily.
What is our theory then?
All right, let's just come out of this. Go on then, chat.
They want to know about Bob.
Well, we could go and ask Bob, but that could open up a rabbit hole, couldn't it? And we've got to sort of cut at some point, because this game could go on.
Wait, who do we think is the main culprit? See, that's the thing. Like, who do we think our main culprit is?
I don't think we have one, do we? I don't think we've learned enough yet. that's my sort of little concern here is this particular mystery may go on much longer. So maybe
Just
we
get the questions and let's see what happens.
well, maybe we don't look at the questions then. Maybe we just leave it. Maybe that's the end, and we leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger because you're right.
Okay.
Actually, we don't know who the culprit is. We have theories, don't we?
Yeah, but let's ask Chat. Chat, you've been with us this whole time. Do we want to leave it as a cliffhanger and never find out and just maybe one day play it again and kind of do better? Or do we want to try to answer the questions and never play this one again?
Because we don't necessarily want to ruin it. I don't think we can come back. That's kind of the problem. But certainly, I think the construction site has uncovered possibly where the alchemists still was set up. And yes, I think Gary has been the font of all knowledge here. Is that the alchemist managed to decipher the book because he was the previous mayor, so he will have had access to it, and he suitably was able to concoct the potion. The witch was just a healer. So
I think we have a vote for saving it for another day.
Save it for another day. Okay, I think that's probably the best thing. We don't want to ruin it. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yes. I do like these games. Yeah, this one, of course, probably just takes a little bit more time. And I think, you know what? I think we might be able to resume. Let me just... If we are going to call it, let me just click on here. Let's go back to the main menu. All right.
We are. Then I'd say we're picking this back up Friday.
Yes, we can resume.
One, it's not lost.
There you go. We can resume. So what I shall do then is I will take a photograph of how everything is laid out, and if we want to then come back to this game at a later point, we can set it all out, and we'll continue.
Because now we're starting to meet, more players in this game.
Yeah.
'Cause we're gonna have to go ask the sheriff about Silent Bob over there.
Roger, you're saying you want to carry on next Friday?
Yeah, I vote that.
I think that probably makes sense if it's fresh in people's minds, isn't it? Shall we do that? Shall we continue next Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, previously on.
Previously on Monkeys with Fire.
It was Bob! Bob did it! He wasn't that silent!
This witch, right? There's this witch, and her husband ran away. She got pregnant by the bear, but the bear killed her husband.
There we go. Sarah, we will start off next Fridays.
Okay.
I'll start off with the line of, Sarah, tell us what's happened so far.
Oh God, yes. And then we're gonna see what my memory is capable of a week later. Because I'm just gonna look at the board and be like, science ball?
Science ball, witches.
Yes.
The mat. There's definitely the mat in there somewhere.
Yes.
Gary? Kevin Smith showed up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good recap.
All right, excellent. Something to look forward to.
I'm excited for it. I don't know what's going to happen.
All right, well, here we go then. So that is the plan. Next Friday, we shall continue with Chronicles of Crime. Welcome to Redview. The witch. She's a witch.
See, now this is interesting, though, because the last game we played, which is kind of fun about how, this game is where it's not like a one-trick pony type of deal where we did the last time, and in that 2 hours, we had enough that our guesstimates got us a 96 out of 100.
Yeah.
Right now, although we lost those 10 points for some stupid reason, so whatever we end up getting at the end, I'm adding 10 points to it. But right
Okay.
now, I think we'd be lucky to get a 70%.
I mean, I think you're right. We would just be absolutely guessing on every single question, other than maybe a couple, depending on what the questions are. Because we do not have a culprit, we do not have the location of the alchemist lab or anything like that. So, yeah. Oh, can you imagine if the alchemist lab is actually hidden under the double B? And it was Gary all along. And he pulls off his face mask. If it weren't for you pesky kids, I would have got away with it.
Yeah, he is very chatty to point us in so many other directions.
Yes.
But again, though, we had crazy outlandish guesses in that last game, but they were all correct.
It's because we're
Whereas
crazy and
this
outlandish.
As this one, we're all just like,
Yeah. Excellent. All right, then. Well, thank you so much, Sarah. We're looking forward to next Friday when we continue this particular adventure.
Okay, yes, it is time for me to go. My husband is seeking help for finding the chocolate sauce for his ice cream.
Well, there you go.
I'm just hearing chocolate sauce being screamed from the kitchen.
There's an adventure in its own right. All right.
Thank you for having me, and I look forward to finding out more information on this on these crazy town folks on Friday.
All right. Until next time, then. Bye for now.
Bye.
All right, and so my thanks to Sarah and to you guys in the chat for helping play tonight's game. We are leaving it on a cliffhanger to continue next week. So if you wanted to find out, is there a witch in Redview? Then tune in next Friday from 7 o'clock. But until then, have a great weekend. See you on Monday. Bye for now.